Now the problem on the topic standard deviation, mean, variance and so on. Here is the problem. Analysis of a sample of iron ore gave the following percentage values for the iron content: 7.08, 7.21, 7.12, 7.09, 7.16, 7.14, 7.07, 7.14, 7.18 and 7.11. From these values we have to calculate mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variance. Given total number of readings means n, which is equal to 10. X values are given here and we have to calculate x bar, s and cv. Formulas I have written here. Mean means x bar, which is equal to summation of xi divided by n, means addition of total number of given values divided by number of readings. Here is the standard deviation. S is equal to square root of summation of xi minus x bar bracket square divided by n minus 1, and the last term which we have to calculate is coefficient of variance. Coefficient of variance is equal to s upon x bar into 100. In this type of problems, the table preparation is much more important. Here in the given formula, x values are given. Therefore, first you can write the given values, results x. You can put all given values in this column. Next column will be x minus x bar and third column is x minus x bar bracket square. Here x means the given values or given readings, x bar is the mean value which was calculated by us, and the term x minus x bar bracket square or xi minus x bar bracket square is useful to calculate the standard deviation as given in this equation. Standard deviation is equal to square root of summation of xi minus x bar bracket square divided by n minus 1. So the x values are given. X bar, now we are going to calculate n. As we know, n number is equal to 10, and this is calculated from again the s. Therefore, in the table we can put first column as x, second column is only x minus x bar, and third column is xi minus x bar bracket square. Firstly, I have written here the given values. These values are 10. Now we have to add all these values, and the addition of these values written by sum x value, therefore summation of x, which is equal to 71.30. You can add on your calculator all these values and check if the total of these values is 71.30. Now we have to calculate mean of all these values. Therefore, mean is equal to, or x bar is equal to summation of x divided by n. It's equal to 71.30 divided by 10. Therefore, is equal to 7.13. Now we have x bar value. Next column is x bar, x minus x bar. Here you can write 7.08 minus this value 7.13, and you can write here the difference value, which is equal to minus 0.05. There is no need to write every time this difference in this column. You can write directly these values. I am going to write the remaining values. 7.21 minus 7.13, the value will be 0.08. Next difference is 0.01 minus 0.04, 0.03, this value is plus, next value is 0.01, next value is minus 0.06, 0.01, 0.05, and last difference is 0.02. See again, x value which is here, which is given in the problem 7.08. Here we calculated the mean value x bar as 7.13, and in this column x minus x bar, x value is this one, and we can take a difference between the given value and the mean value and write here only difference. From each value there is a subtraction of the mean value, and this remaining value is written here. Now only we have to square these values and write here. Okay, so minus 0.05 keep here so that its square is 0.025. Next value 0.08, do it square, the square comes 0.0064. Next value is minus 0.01 and its square is 0.001. All values are positive because these values are in square form. Next value is minus 0.04, its value comes as 0.0016. Next value is 0.03, its square is 0.0009. Next value is 0.01, its square is 0.0001. Next value is minus 0.06, its square will be 0.0036. Again same as above, 0.001. Next value is 0.05 and its square is 0.0025. Next value is minus 0.02 here and its square is 0.0004. Again here is the addition of all these values, and the addition, or we can say it as a sum of all these values, sum of these values. Therefore we can write x minus x bar bracket square. Here we can write instead of x as a xi. Therefore here I am going to write xi. Again this one is xi, this one is xi, this one is a xi. Nothing will happen when you write x or xi. Therefore xi minus x bar square. Now we can add these values on our calculator, and the addition is as 0.0182. Now we have the values of summation of xi minus x bar bracket square, value of x bar. Now we can easily calculate the standard deviation and coefficient of variance. So we can put the values in the equation of standard deviation. S is equal to square root of summation of x minus x bar bracket square, here xi, divided by n minus 1. Therefore S is equal to square root as it is. We can write direct value of this term, summation of xi minus x bar bracket square, and the value of this term is 0.0182, which is obtained by above table, divided by total number of readings are 10. Therefore 10 minus 1, which is equal to square root of 0.0182 divided by 9, and standard deviation value comes as S is equal to 0.0449%. And you know that the standard deviation value has not only one sign but plus and minus, both signs are present. That means error is in the left side and in the right side, both are equal. Now we can calculate the coefficient of variance. And the next term is coefficient of variance. CV is equal to S upon X bar into 100. S value which is calculated by us is 0.0449 divided by 7.13 into 100, because CV is the relative standard deviation which is expressed in terms of percentage. Therefore, here is 100, and after calculating above these values, we got 0.6307%. Therefore, coefficient of variance which is equal to 0.63%. And if any observer or any analyst can perform an experiment for several times, then there is an accuracy than the precision. Obviously, number of times one observer can perform experiments, same environmental conditions, same solutions, same machines, but there is a repeatedness of readings. Obviously, there is a precision, but when we take number of readings, obviously the error is less. Therefore, suppose Sx is a standard error, and standard error is given by equation S upon square root of n, which is equal to S is the standard deviation whose value is as 0.0449 divided by square root of 10, and when we calculate these values, the final answer will be plus minus 0.040. Suppose any observer or any analyst has performed the same experiment for 100 times, that means 100 measurements were made by him, and the standard error Sx is equal to S upon square root of n. S value is same as above, and n value will change here because 100 measurements were performed. Therefore, square root of 100. When we calculate standard error, error is very less as compared to less number of readings. Means there is a vice versa relation. When Sx value is greater, readings were less. When Sx value is less, readings will be greater. When Sx value is less, means standard error is less, total number of readings were greater. Obviously, accuracy is there, precision is there. Here is the problem for you people. Here given values are 5.08, 5.20, 5.11, 5.09, 5.15, 5.14, 5.08, 5.15, 5.18 and 5.10. Again, these values are 10 values. From these values, you have to calculate mean, relative standard deviation, standard error, variance and coefficient of variance. Please solve this